Welcome back to another video, family. Today, we are going to be checking out this duplex right behind us. Yes, you heard that right, a duplex. This is the full duplex, right? Basically two homes attached together. These are really rare to find in the Dallas area, and whenever they come up, they sell really fast. I want to show you what the what I want to show you the full tour, talk to you about the numbers and the area. So I want to take you inside because out here it's right now we're almost touching 100 degrees and super hot. The it's I'm melting right now. Anyways, this is gonna be a little bit about the street. Basically, we are in a corner, and then behind the streets, behind the trees, there's a creek, and then there's some apartments. So this whole row, it's actually gonna be full of duplexes. So usually with the zoning in the Dallas area, they tend to be more strict on what you can build. That's why you don't see that many duplexes. And right now, the area of South Dallas, which is the area where we're in, it's actually a little bit more lenient. They're not as strict as other places. I'm gonna talk to you guys here shortly about this. So we got a little closet underneath the staircase. Downstairs, basically we're gonna have 3 bedrooms and 2.5 baths on each unit, right? So in total, it's gonna be 6 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms, right? But you're gonna have 3 beds, 2.5 baths on one side, and then on the other side is 3 beds and 2.5. Downstairs, we're just gonna have the half. We're gonna have the car garage, which is a 2-car garage. 2-car garage. And this is gonna be the half. Look at how nice they make these. Really nice. And just like I said, let me actually pull up my other phone and talk to you about this one. So this one is, let me pull it up here. This is the one where we're in, right? So this is gonna be the south side of Dallas. So south side of Dallas, this is gonna be it right here. I have a lot of you that are gonna ask me, Rico, I want a duplex in Frisco, Allen, Collin County area. And let me tell you up front, we're not gonna find it for $700,000. Usually, a lot of the duplexes, we're gonna find them in the south side of Dallas. Up north, we're not gonna find them. Like you can see single family homes going for $700,000. But for this price point, we have to be in South Dallas. And also, Dallas in general doesn't have that many multifamily. This is probably gonna be one of maybe 3 that come up here and there. So if you're thinking about looking at other options, there's really not that much options. So that's what I'm only showing you what's available. So if you call me about this one and it's still available, I'll bring you out. If it's not available, then I'm gonna tell you, hey, we don't have any more available. Anyways, let's continue with the tour. So we are in the south side of Dallas. This floor plan, they're gonna be the same floor plan. So downstairs, we're gonna have the living room and upstairs, the bedrooms. But I just wanna show you how many upgrades this beautiful duplex comes with. As you can see, there's some little light there. And if we go underneath here, they added some LED lights underneath the island, which is super lovely. That little corner there would be for your fridge. Take a look at this beautiful waterfall. Wow, I'm impressed. We got the nice subway tile backsplash. And these cabinets, I really love them. They're soft close as well. They come with these fancy door handles. Are you seeing how fancy they are? I really like those. Anyway, so they do come with the built-in microwave. A lot of you always ask me about that. And here we're just gonna have a vent hood. So it doesn't look like we have anything, but it's actually texture. So it's more of a flat level 5 texture instead of cabinet. And underneath we have the vent hood. So we have the microwave, the dishwasher, and here this is pretty much just like a normal microwave, but they added some extra space there. This is gonna be basically your pantry, more of a, like a longer cabinet. I wanna finish showing you the rest, so stay with me on this one. Now, for something like this, family, you could still buy, if you're a first-time buyer and you just wanna buy a duplex, let's see here, let's do the math really quick. I had it pulled up here. So 700,000 with the minimum down payment, which is 3.5, you can still buy a duplex. Hear me out. You can still buy a duplex with a first-time buyer loan, which is that FHA loan. FHA loan lets you get in with the minimum down payment, which is 0.35%, which would be $24,500. For a $700,000 duplex, that could be your minimum down payment. And I know some of you are gonna come in the comments and talk about there is closing costs, but on builders like this, we can always try to negotiate those for you, right? So there is gonna be closing costs, but with today's market, it's actually on the buyer's favor. So we could always ask for a price cut or for the seller to pay all the closing costs. But that would be the minimum down payment if you wanted to put the minimum down. Sorry for my voice. It's super hot out here today. And I don't know how these construction people are out here working. But as you can see, the duplex is fully divided, right? So it's fully fenced in, fully divided. And then next door we have another duplex. But I'm gonna show you the other half as well. But I just wanted to show you this one really quick. All right, and just like I said, South Dallas is not gonna be a new community, right? It's gonna be more of a up and coming area where you're seeing a lot of homes being turned down, and then where they build new homes there. So that's the other thing as well. This duplex is more like an investment where you can live on one side, but obviously rent out the other, or just rent out the two, right? So it would just be depending on what you're looking for. But here, obviously we are in Dallas ISD, so I have a lot of you that have some requirements about, oh, I gotta have a duplex with the good schools. And let me tell you, you're not gonna find that, because duplexes are in closer to Dallas. So Dallas ISD is not the best. So this is more for investment purposes whatsoever. So this could be your first one, and then later down the line you can upgrade or just get a single family and keep this one as a rental. Now family, this is gonna be the full primary bedroom. Check out how beautiful this is. A lot of upgrades, a lot of windows, and no carpet. No carpet. And then the other thing I forgot to mention is that we don't have no HOA here. So look, that is one of the trailers where literally they're taking concrete because they're tearing down older homes and building new ones. But literally it's happening. It's happening all around Dallas, but South Dallas, it's definitely gonna be a lot different in the next 5 to 10 years. And we're seeing it as well. So this is the primary bathroom, really, really nice. And this one was actually built by one of my friends who is a good builder. Check it out, 3193 and 3195 Stack Road, 3,400 square feet total, 6 bedrooms total. Check out this beautiful bathroom. I love the tile that they used here. Frameless shower door. This is the closet. And here we have the little toilet room, which is really, really nice to see. All right, so I'm gonna show you next door, but I'm only gonna show you the bottom so that way we don't make this video super, super long. Upstairs here we have a little closet, and then we're on the other way to the 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. So your laundry room would be the washer and dryer here. So this would be your laundry, so it would be more like a laundry closet. And then your last 2 bedrooms would be these, and then the 2 bedrooms In the middle, they have a restroom that connects them. So this is gonna be bedroom number 2. Really, really nice. And then it's gonna connect to the full bathroom. You see on this bathroom, there's no lights on, it's just all natural light. Beautiful tile selection. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. So that's the second full bath, and this is gonna be the third bedroom. You have those built-in shelves, nice lighting. This could be a good office, good content, design area. This could be your little workout place. I have a lot of clients that they're like, hey, I just need a place to do my workouts. Or this could be a good closet too. If you wanted to make the full room as a closet, you definitely could, but it already comes with its own closet here as well. This is the closet, but definitely that shelf makes up for it for sure. And then this is another view. This is the backyard, right? So really the front of this street would have, most of them are new, but then you're also gonna have older homes around you. So that is really the one thing about buying a duplex in Dallas. You're gonna have to pretty much be in a neighborhood where they're still working on, yeah, basically where they're tearing down older homes and building new ones. All right, so let's go back out to the front, and I'm gonna show you really quick what the other side looks like, show you the backyard, and that way you can let me know what y'all think. So let's check out the other side, right? So since there is 2 doors, let's check out the other side. Stay with me here. Let me know in the comments what you think about this one so far. But just like I said, minimum down payment, it's around 25,000. So, all right. Gonna show you the exterior once again. See, as you can see the foam boards that they're working on the other ones as well. They're about to start working on the other ones. Just like I said, this street has no HOA, so your neighbors could literally have the yard 1 or 2 feet up. No one's gonna tell them anything, right? So same thing with you. No one's gonna tell you anything because there is no HOA. Your tree can be dead, there's no HOA, so no one's gonna tell you anything. All right, so let's check out the other half. I keep saying it over and over again, duplexes are really, really hard to find, and they sell pretty fast. So most of them come up in this South Dallas area. So usually what I suggest to buyers is come drive the neighborhood. Each street, each neighborhood's gonna be different. So it's more of you to get comfortable with the area, get comfortable with the zone, and if it's something that you're interested in, we can always bring you out and make a deal happen for you. Now, in terms of the rental, each unit can possibly rent for around $2,500. So you would definitely have to live in one and rent out the other for sure. So usually whenever you go with the bank, they would only want to see a $7,000 to $8,000 monthly income in order to get you qualified for $700,000, because they would be taking in consideration the second unit as rental income. So you don't really have to make that much to afford a $700,000 property if you're buying a duplex. But if you're buying a single family, you're gonna have to make at least $12,000 or $13,000 in order to qualify for that $700,000 home. But just like I said, this other side, it's pretty much the same. It's really much the same. But I feel like this other side doesn't really get as much natural light. This side feels a little bit more darker. Y'all let me know in the comments. This side feels a little bit more darker because we're on the other side, so we don't have, like, the sun's not on this side, so it's not coming in through these windows. But just like I said, family, thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know what y'all think about this one. I'm gonna have my QR code as well if you want to come out and take a look at it. And I'll see you on the next one.